Colonel made his $10 Tuesday bucket so full with 8 pieces of juicy, crispy chicken or tenders that it might just last you till Wednesday, if you've got that kind of self-control. I mean, some people want leftovers. Others are more into right nowers. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. $10, 8 pieces, one big deal with KFC $10 Tuesdays.
Prices and participation may vary. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Ugly one for the Blackhawks last night at United Center. They got thumped 5-1 against the defending Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. The game was tied at 1 heading into the third. Tyler Bertuzzi scored his team-leading 25th for the Blackhawks, while Spencer Knight made 20 saves. The Blackhawks visit Minnesota tomorrow night. Home game for the Bulls tonight against the Lakers. Chicago riding a 4-game winning streak. They're 23-22. The Lakers come in 27-17. They last played Saturday and beat the Mavericks 116-110. Number 11, Illinois men's basketball plays host to Washington this Thursday. The Illini have wins in 9 straight games at 17-3 overall. They're 8-1 in the Big Ten. Big test for the Illini women Wednesday when they host number 3 UCLA. Save big when you bundle auto and home, renters, or condo with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Revitalize your bathroom with big savings at Lowe's. Get up to 40% off select vanities and free delivery during our bath savings event. Plus, get up to 40% off select shower heads. No matter what style you're looking for, we've got you covered. Shop for your bathroom refresh at Lowe's. We help, you save. While supplies last, selection varies by location.
A KFC tale in the pursuit of flavor. The Colonel made his $10 Tuesday bucket so full with 8 pieces of juicy, crispy chicken or tenders that it might just last you till Wednesday, if you've got that kind of self-control. I mean, some people want leftovers. Others are more into right nowers. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. $10, 8 pieces, one big deal with KFC $10 Tuesdays.
Prices and participation.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by KFC. Today, sunny with a high near 8, falling to around 6 this afternoon. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a slight chance of snow after midnight, a low around 5. Looking ahead to Tuesday, partly sunny with a high near 14. Currently, it's 2 and partly cloudy. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you. The CDC recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 18 to 49. Just one shot can help protect you. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
When our nation calls, patriots answer. The U.S. Volunteers Joint Service Command stands ready, honoring our fallen heroes through military funeral honors and serving communities during natural disasters and emergencies. If you're 18 or older, you can serve close to home with free training and just one Saturday a month. Prior service with honorable discharges are welcome. View our website today at usvjsc.org. We are patriots. We are always ready. We are U.S. Volunteers, and we want you to join us.
Fitting in shouldn't be hard, whether in life, on the court, or in the classroom. At Elgin Community College, you could find your place alongside those expanding their horizons, exploring rewarding careers, and achieving their dreams. A place for doers, thinkers, and believers. At ECC, we see you, we believe in you, and you'll fit right in. Learn more at elgin.edu/belong.
folks, to the Community Hour here on WRMN, the voice of the valley and the talk of the town. We hope you had a great weekend. Maybe you did something fun. Maybe you just stayed at home and relaxed. I know it was very, very cold. We did beat the extreme cold weather warning and the the extreme temperatures. It is very cold today, though, that we're seeing on a Monday, but can't complain too much. I'm nice and toasty here inside the studio. And also, too, it's a beautiful sunny day outside. So we hope that you make the best of this day. Do whatever it might be. Of course, maybe you're running some errands. Maybe it's another work day for you today, starting the week. But whatever the case might be, we hope that you have a good day. You look at the bright side of things. You acknowledge the small things maybe that you might not realize too much or take for granted, right? All good things like that, right? So that's what my message is to you today. Here on this lovely Monday. It's the 26th of January. We're getting closer to the month of February, which means it's the season of love. Yes, Valentine's Day coming up here too. So don't forget, of course, to send love to those who love you back and that you love as well too, even if it's from a distance, mind you, even if it's from a distance. So with that being said, let's go into our weather and temperatures to tell you exactly what we're going to be seeing for this week and also into the early part of next week. Now, we are in a cold weather advisory. It is very cold today. When I woke up this morning, taking a look at the temperature outside, it was about -10. Now, not as bad as it was, say, -40. It was during here on Fridays and the weekends. But with that being said, it is going to continue to be cold, but it is going to start to warm up a little bit here. So this is not a forever thing as we know it. So high of 7 degrees is what we are seeing today. Current temperatures right now are at -1 degree. So it is in the negatives, folks. And again, we've got, you got to make sure that your weather and temperatures, or at least more so to say, you got to make sure that your furnace is working, right? I got some messages here. It looks like a couple people today have their furnaces that are broken today. Completely understandable, of course. So today, looks like Sonar is at home working on the furnace, so it's not going to be the WRMN 10 o'clock news segment today. What that means is then we're going to be doing a replay best of Wise Coffee Chat with Jennifer Sanchez, who recently just celebrated her birthday. So a big happy birthday out to you, Jennifer Sanchez of Wise Alliance Network. And, of course, of Wise Coffee Chat that we have here every Wednesday. She had a fabulous celebration, beautiful celebration with some lovely ladies out there. I follow her on social media. And it was quite the celebration that she had. And so I was very happy to see that for her. She had a great time. So a big happy birthday out there to you, Jennifer. Always do such a great job with your interviews. She acquires so many amazing people, especially amazing women out there too, who are entrepreneurs who really strive to show you that you can achieve anything if you put your mind to it. And that's a big purpose of the show, Wise Coffee Chat. It's to show folks out there who, maybe sometimes might feel like, oh, maybe I don't get a chance to do this. You can do it. You absolutely can. And so she invites so many lovely folks out there too that do happen to make a successful career for themselves. And so if you want to inquire more information on how you can also do that, you can go to wisealliancenetwork.com and speak to Jennifer today to get more information on that. But that's Wise Coffee Chat. That's every Wednesday. We're going to be doing a best of replay coming up today at the 10 o'clock hour. Then I did get a message from our lovely Tammy Scully here that she also has the same issue. So we're also going to be doing a best of replay coming up tonight for Talk Time with Tammy and friends. So there you go. It means I'll have more time to work behind the scenes on some things here at the station. So it works out good. And of course, Tammy also does such a great job with Talk Time with Tammy and friends. I do have a fun time doing the show too. I was getting on a tangent here. Let's get back into the weather. So we see a high of 7 degrees today. It drops down to a low of 3. You know what? It's going to be probably in the negatives today. However, for tomorrow, it does start to kind of go up a little bit. We see a high of 12 degrees. It's going to be mostly cloudy skies early, becoming partly cloudy later in the day. It's going to be very cold, and then it does drop down to a low of 0 degrees, partly cloudy and very cold. Then we see colder temperatures, and then it eventually into the weekend, and then at the start of next week, will start to rise a little bit. Oh, but it does look like it will eventually start to drop again. We do see for coming up on Wednesday, the 28th, a high of 15 degrees. It's going to be sunshine and clouds mixed. Continued very cold. It drops down to a low of -2, so this is the time to bundle up. That's coming up for Wednesday night. That's a low of -2. For Thursday, the 29th, we are creeping closer out of the month of January into February. We do see a high of 15 degrees. A few clouds from time to time are going to be there. That's, again, for Thursday. And then for Thursday night, we do see a low of 1 degree. Partly cloudy skies are going to be in that prediction there. That's for Thursday. Heading on into Friday, we do see a high of 14 degrees. Sunshine and clouds are going to be mixed. It does drop down to 6 degrees as our low. That'll be for Friday night. Then we get into the weekend. Now, temperatures do start to, quote, warm up a little bit. Still going to be cold, but not as chilly, I don't think. We see it then getting to a high of 22. That's going to be for Saturday, the 31st. Partly cloudy skies are going to kind of be throughout the day there. And then for Saturday night, we're going to be seeing a low of 7 degrees. It's going to be partly cloudy, and that's going to be for Saturday. Sunday rolls around. We see a high of 23. That's going to be predicted for Sunday with some sun in the morning with increasing amount of clouds during the afternoon. It drops down to 14 as our low. And then for Monday, finally for Monday, a week from today, we do see here a high of 28. So it is going to start to go up a little bit. So that should be pretty nice. And then it does drop down to a low of 17 degrees coming up. That will be for Monday night. So that's the weather and temperatures that we're going to be seeing here for the rest of this week and also into next week as well, too. Hey, we've got the L Train here joining us. How you doing there, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. By the way, I like your shirt.
Thank you. It's really cold out there. I don't want to go to my car just yet. So I wanted to ask you this.
Yeah.
So has Coffee Chat asked about me? Has she asked about me? Has she said, "Hey, how's the morning show guy doing? Has she said anything?"
Sorry.
No. Oh.
Reach out to her. My goodness.
I don't know. I don't really like that. I don't want to be that guy. Hey, slipping into their DMs.
Do you follow her on social media?
Yeah, no, I think
Did you see her birthday? It was a beautiful bash that she had.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was cool. I was jealous. I was like, she had a cool birthday cake and everything. It was great.
I usually get the birthday everybody's birthday notifications. I didn't get it. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I think I'm being blocked. Oh yeah, no. The WRMN morning show was a bit of a lot of fun today. We had Cadillac Jerry on from TikTok. Yes, he joined us. If you missed it, it was the last half hour part of our small business spotlight, and that's gonna be a lot of fun. I was gonna ask you if you could edit that. He asked if we could edit out the personal information. He said some stuff in there that was.
Was it towards the end?
Somewhere like in there.
Somewhere in the. Yeah. I'll find it.
We'll look at it.
It's on Randall.
It's how the Randall stuff done, but also about the family info. That's where it started.
I got you.
But in any case, that was a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. He's and I gave him an idea for a TikTok video.
Oh, okay.
I gave him an idea. He goes, "I'm going to steal that." I go, "It's free. That's free for you. You can have it." Yeah. So that's going to be fun. And then what do we have tomorrow? Do we have anything for tomorrow? That's Susie C. You can't. I don't know if you can hear her off camera.
I got a
disembodied voice.
That's Susie C.
I got her on mic 4. So I can hear her. Yeah.
There you go. Oh, there she is. Right there.
All right. Tomorrow, is just another Blues Day Tuesday. I'll have a great question of the day to get your brains going, and we'll listen to a lot of blues.
Today's question of the day was, what was something that you thought was cool until you actually did it?
Like when you were a kid, driving or smoking or.
Oh gosh, I don't. Okay, I don't know if it was necessarily. This is very specific. So you remember like the parody movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have like Disaster Movie and Epic Movie was a movie that I desperately wanted when I was a kid. My parents for like a year said, no, you can't watch it.
Well, was it because of the rating?
It was PG-13. I was 11.
Okay, because a lot of times, there's a little racy humor in a lot of those movies. Sorry. Okay, I get it.
But
I might see a side boob,
But I begged and begged and begged, and they kept saying no, and they finally gave in. And I watched it, and I was like, It was okay. Like, I was so, like, I wanted to watch it so badly because a lot of kids my age watched it. And then I watched it, I was like, I like them now, but, like, as a kid, I didn't understand the humor.
There's a lot of humor that I remember, I think, Loaded Weapon 1. That was like a spoof of the Lethal Weapon movies with Emilio Estevez and Samuel L. Jackson. That movie was so bad, I walked out in the first 10 minutes.
Oh, really?
I was like, this is dumb. I got up and I left. None of the humor worked with me. None of it.
Yeah.
Then you had the movies like Hot Shots, the Naked Gun movies that people talk about how brilliant they are. They're hit and miss with me.
Yeah.
You know, Airplane. There's one joke in Airplane that I thought was funny. One joke.
Is it the pilot? Is it the coffee one?
No, it's the one where they're about to land. The plane's about to land, and all the runway lights go out. And the guy, the one air traffic guy, he's like, oh, he accidentally pulled the plug, and he plugs it back in again. You know, it was him because he pulled the plug and he turned out all the runway lights.
Oh.
For some reason, that and the look he gives the camera when he does it, that left me in stitches. I was laughing forever.
I thought the blow up pilot was funny.
I didn't get that joke. It was the problem. I was young. I didn't get it.
Okay.
I didn't get that where the pipe was that she had to blow him up.
And then he came up with a cigarette.
Yeah, and then later on I was like, oh, now I get it. There's a lot when you're a kid. There are a lot of jokes like that. You know, the raunchy double entendres. You don't get it when you're a kid. Yeah. That's why, like a lot of those Bugs Bunny cartoons. You know, like the Bugs Bunny one, Bugs Bunny and drag. You know, you don't get why that's funny as a kid. And then you
just think it's funny. You don't think anything about it. You're like, haha, look at, he's got lipstick.
Yeah, he's wearing lipstick. He's got a wig, and Elmer's suddenly attracted to him.
We had things like things you didn't want to do when you were a kid, like take a nap, but now they're cool.
Oh, I hated naps.
Or when you thought having a car was going to be so cool when you were a kid, until you had to make a car payment, pay for insurance, put gas in your car if you had a flat tire in an accident. So it was like those type of things. Yeah. Smoking was so cool until you did it and you were like, oh, God, this is disgusting.
All right, I think we made him late for his break. So.
Uh-oh.
No, you guys are fine.
Late for your break.
It's fine.
Late for your break.
So, yeah,
that's what we do on the morning show.
Like
yeah.
Nice.
We get him in there when we can.
Okay, that's why Wise Coffee Chat can't have me on. I'll just throw her whole show off at that point. I apologize in advance. All right, Matt.
We're doing a replay of hers today because Dennis, his furnace went out, so he won't be able to come in, and Tammy won't either. It's this cold weather.
Okay.
Hopefully my heat's still on. Let me get
mine too.
Yeah. All right, buddy. Have a great rest of the day.
Have a great show, Matt.
Thank you. All right, folks, we'll take a quick time out. We'll be back with more here on the Community Hour. WRMN, stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Kick off your weekend with a little flair. It's Dino's Night Out, every Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. on WRMN 1410 AM. Dino brings you the best of the Fox Valley's entertainment scene. Live music, local artists, street festivals, great eats, and the personalities behind them. If it's happening, Dino's talking about it. And bringing the spotlight is none other than the legendary Arcada Theater, located at 105 East Main Street in St. Charles. Catch dinner, drinks, and a show, all under one historic roof. So whether you're making plans or just love to know what's hot, make it a date with Dino's Night Out, Fridays, 2 to 4 p.m. on WRMN 1410 AM, or stream it live at WRMN1410.com. Dino's Night Out, powered by the Arcada Theater, where Fox Valley comes to play.
Before the weather gets too cold, it's time to finish up those outdoor jobs. That's why ComEd wants you to know that electricity can jump from a power line to you and to the tools you're using. So maintain a safe distance from any power lines. You can also call ComEd at 1-800-EDISON-1 to have those power lines de-energized the next time you do any work around them. Stay smart, stay safe, stay back. ComEd, powering lives.
This is Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town WRMN. National news at the top of every hour and local news and weather at the bottom. Find more information about programming and current events at WRMN1410.com. News, weather, and entertainment across the Fox River Valley here on WRMN 1410 AM, the Talk of the Town.
Most people out here think that taking care of one another is important. And most people would step up for a neighbor going through a tough time. Most people around here help out friends and family when they need it. But the funny thing is, most of us won't look for help when we need it. If you're struggling with mental health, you should know that there are resources out there that can help. And it's okay to talk about it if you need to. One place to get started with information is loveyourmindtoday.org. Loveyourmindtoday.org offers a range of guides, instructions, and insights for dealing with difficult situations or getting through a tough time. If you're struggling with mental health, get the help you need, because most people out here really care. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
And welcome back, folks, to the Community Hour here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley and the talk of the town, broadcasting live here from Studio 14. Hey, we're serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you so much for tuning in today with us here on this Community Hour. Now, again, we are going to be doing a replay of the Wise Coffee Chat coming up today. So I will definitely be reading through some of the news. What I'll do here is I'll make sure to kind of go through some things locally in the community when it comes to some news. If I do find any particular articles that are related to the local area of the Fox River Valley, those I will read, especially if it is news articles, because we do want to keep you in tune. We want to get you that news that's out there. So, of course, we want to ensure that that you get all of that is needed. So we'll go through some of that here, and we'll continue on talking more about what is happening in the future. Coming up today at Out to Lunch, I'm going to be having Chad Goodman calling into the station to be discussing with us some really great shows that are coming up, including Geneva Lewis, who is going to be performing pretty soon. She's going to be playing on an antique violin, like it's old. I'll let Chad Goodman tell you about it, but that's coming up today at 11 o'clock. Also, some other things coming up, of course, the Valentine's Day dinner and more. So definitely stay tuned for that. We got some good things coming up here. So we got some cool things. I wanted to continue on. Let's see what we've got here coming up. Haven't found any particular articles. Well, yes, there is one I did find here, and this was posted recently by the Kane County Connects staff members. Now, this was about a week ago, but I did want to read it to you. I think it's very important. Kane County Coroner highlighting a life-saving organ donation, and we wanted to read this article to you. This is from the Kane County Connect staff on the 20th of January. Kane County Coroner Dr. Monica Silva released new information on organ and tissue donation as part of her monthly report to the Kane County Judicial and Public Safety Committee. Dr. Silva reported that through its partnership with Gift of Hope Organ and Tissue Donor Network, the Kane County Coroner's Office helped facilitate 4 organ donors and 16 tissue and bone donors in 2025, contributing to saving of 15 lives. The local results mirror a record-setting year for Gift of Hope across its service area in northern Illinois and northwest Indiana. In 2025, 520 organ donors made it possible for 1,500 life-saving organ transplants, the highest number in the organization's history and the 4th consecutive record year. According to the organization, an additional 2,267 tissue donors provided bone, CBO skin, and other tissue donations that help restore mobility, health, and quality of life for patients in need. Gift of Hope Organ and Tissue Donor Network is a nonprofit organization that is responsible for coordinating organ and tissue donation and providing public education throughout northern Illinois and northwest Indiana. Dr. Silva also reported that the Kane County Coroner's Office investigated a total of 3,755 deaths in 2025, which was an increase from 3,630 cases in 2024. Learn more about the Kane County Coroner's Office at coroner.kanecountyil.gov. And of course, if you want to find out more information about Gift of Hope, visit their website at giftofhope.org. And some other news here as well. There was going to be a Northern Illinois Food Bank mobile market today, further out in South Wilmington, but it does look like that was canceled. Now, of course, they always do tell you specifically on when the next one will be. And taking a look here for the Fox River Valley area, the next one will be on Saturday, the 31st. Scratch that. Wednesday, the 28th. In Elgin at the Buena Vista Apartments will be coming up. That is a mobile food market. No ID is required. First come, first serve while supplies last. It's a way to help the community to ensure that they have the right food that they need to feed themselves and their families, especially for those who are on low income. So again, that's at Kane County. That's in right here in Elgin. That's at the Buena Vista Apartments. That's coming up on Wednesday. That's from 4 until 5:30 p.m. That's at 1287 Fleetwood Drive here in Elgin. Following that, we'll also be featured in the Fox River Valley in Aurora, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. on Saturday the 31st. They will be out at the Bloomhaven Innovation Living Community in Weston Bridges. That's on Weston Avenue, located in Aurora. They're going to be located on the far east side of the parking lot. So don't hesitate to reach out to them and get this opportunity for yourself. Those are for the mobile distributions this week. Again, this is, a great way to join them for free groceries. No ID, documentation, or pre-approval is needed. All are welcome. And again, that distribution is first come, first served while supplies last. Now, you can also find out more information on their website at solvehungertoday.org. That's solvehungertoday.org for more information. So thank you to the Northern Illinois Food Bank for posting that and letting us know about that recent updated news, especially when it comes to their mobile markets. Coming up next here, we're going to continue on more talking about our local community, our beautiful local community. Hey, it might be cold outside, but you can still have some great options for you, places that you can go to. We'll talk more about that, of course, during our Out to Lunch segment as well. Coming up today, we also do have a best of replay for Talk Time with Tammy and Friends, so that will be coming up. But we also do have Big Top Sports with Derek Geyer. That will be from 4 until 6 o'clock. More local programming will follow that as well. Stay tuned for more here on the Community Hour on WRMN.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by KFC. The Illinois Department of Revenue begins accepting 2026 individual income tax returns today. IDOR encourages taxpayers to file their returns electronically and choose direct deposit to receive refunds as quickly and securely as possible. You have until Saturday to enroll in health insurance through the state's official marketplace, Get Covered Illinois. The deadline for enrolling in coverage starting February 1st is Saturday. Visit getcoveredillinois.gov to apply and enroll. The Illinois Board of Higher Education is seeking a 4.6% increase in state funding for colleges and universities next fiscal year. Capital News Illinois reports the board voted to request $2.7 billion in general revenue, about $122 million more than this year. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. later, my dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S, ethos.com/Mike.
When our nation calls, patriots answer. The U.S. Volunteers Joint Service Command stands ready, honoring our fallen heroes through military funeral honors and serving communities during natural disasters and emergencies. If you're 18 or older, you can serve close to home with free training and just one Saturday a month. Prior service with honorable discharges are welcome. View our website today at usvjsc.org. We are patriots. We are always ready. We are U.S. Volunteers, and we want you to join us.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Today, sunny with a high near 8, cooling to around 6 this afternoon. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a slight chance of snow after midnight, a low around 5. Looking ahead to Tuesday, partly sunny with a high near 14. Currently, it's 1 and clear. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
A KFC tale in the pursuit of flavor. The Colonel made his $10 Tuesday bucket so full with 8 pieces of juicy, crispy chicken or tenders that it might just last you till Wednesday, if you've got that kind of self-control. I mean, some people want leftovers. Others are more into right nowers. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. $10, 8 pieces, one big deal with KFC $10 Tuesdays.
Prices and participation may vary. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
Welcome, folks, back to the Community Hour here, excuse me, on WRMN AM 1410. What do we like to do here during this Community Hour? We'll tell you exactly what's happening locally in the Fox River Valley area. Yes, and of course, any of you who want to get any Elgin-related news, we also incorporate that as well here, too. So feel free to tune in here. You are listening to the Voice of the Valley and the Talk of the Town, WRMN. I did want to take a little look here at the traffic report. It does look like there are a couple different accidents that we are seeing on 290 and 355. I know that is a little further out from the Fox River, but we do reach them as well, too. So if you are traveling that way, I just wanted to let you know about this. Earlier this morning at 8:51 a.m., southbound I-355 and US 20, Addison DuPage, there's an incident. The estimated end time is unknown. Following around that area also is westbound. There's a crash ahead here that was recently at start time at 8:42 a.m. This is on westbound I-290 Eisenhower Expressway near Addison Road in DuPage County. So again, please slow down and move over because there is that crash ahead. The estimated end time is unknown. So again, that's out in Addison. That's on 290 if you are traveling westbound on Eisenhower Expressway. whenever you take the tolls, especially during this time when it's slick outside, it's wintry, a lot of those crashes do happen. There was also an incident out on 62 in Rolling Meadows. If you are traveling northwestbound on Illinois 62 at Thorntree Drive in Schaumburg, it does look like there was an incident that happened just 20 minutes ago. The estimated end time is unknown. There are a couple lanes closed, so just keep in mind if you are traveling out in that direction. And of course, like I always say too, maybe you're traveling out into the city. There are some things, of course, to actually... now that the radar is popping up with quite a few other accidents too, so we'll definitely talk about some of those. If you are out in Aurora, it does look like on Long Grove Drive, there was an incident that happened westbound US 34 at 9:08 a.m., so the estimated end time for that is unknown. And a little further up on 56, it looks like also eastbound Illinois 56 at Scottsdale Circle, unincorporated DuPage County, Chicagoland. An incident happened just 25 minutes ago at 9:12 a.m. So again, a couple different incidences that are out there. You can find all this information that's on travelmidwest.com. The screen is pretty lit up with quite a few different incidences that are happening, especially closer into the city area. So you definitely want to make sure that you are familiar with that and what is going on. Travel is important, but also your safety is too, especially during these times. These cold weather times, sometimes cars can stall. Things like that happen, of course. So just make sure that you are paying attention to that. It does look like there is another incident as well, too, a little bit further up, but this is in Wakanda. So if you're happening to travel out there, the estimated end time has already ended now, but there was a unincorporated partial closure on eastbound Illinois 176 at US 12. So expect heavy delays due to a stall, but it does look like the estimated end time was at 9:01 a.m. It is 38 past the hour now, so it does look like that has cleared. There will soon to be clearing pretty soon. So again, this weather, this temperature, it's cold. And you know what? Sometimes, a lot of times it's even just people are not paying attention, which they should be, especially on the busy roads or when you're driving just in general too. So always good to keep that in mind. But that's all posted. You can find that on travelmidwest.com. Let's see some other news here as well, too. This was recently posted. This was from the Daily Herald. An Elgin woman is charged in shots fired investigation, posted by the Daily Herald report. This was on January 25th at 9:38 a.m. It looks like a 22-year-old Elgin woman faces felony charges stemming from an investigation into shots fired last week on the city's east side, police announced Saturday. Leslie Luna of the 400 block of State Street is charged with 3 counts of aggravated discharge of a firearm and 4 counts of unlawful possession of a firearm, according to police. A juvenile also was arrested in connection with the shooting, police said. The arrest followed an investigation that began at around 1:24 a.m. Tuesday when officers responded to the 100 block of South Liberty Street for a report of shots fired, police said. Officers initially found no indication of a shooting, but returned later in daylight hours and found evidence of gunfire, authorities said. After further investigation, the Kane County State's Attorney's Office reviewed the facts of the case and authorized charges against Luna, police said. Authorities did not provide details on how or why the shooting has occurred or what led investigators to suspect Luna. However, the charges alleged shots were fired into a building. Luna appeared in the court last week where a judge ordered her detained in Kane County until her next court hearing on January 30th. You can read more on it. That's on the dailyherald.com. Let's see, in some other news here as well, Pads of Elgin recently posted that they are grateful for community partnership. They are incredibly thankful to the Elgin Township for awarding Pads of Elgin an $80,000 grant in support of their work with neighbors experiencing homelessness. This investment strengthens their ability to provide safe shelter, nourishing meals, and relationship-centered case management. Every day, all year long, they've honored to take partnership with the Elgin Township in caring for their community. So they say a big thank you for believing in this work and in the people that they serve. Very nice. So that was recently posted. that was posted, excuse me, on Pads of Elgin is where you can find that recent posting up there. You can also find some other things that will also be coming up as well, too, locally within the area. The Elgin Police Department recently posted January 24th that they're kicking off their business chats of the month in March. So don't be surprised if you see us around. They'll be stopping by local businesses and patrons to say hi and see if there's anything that they can assist with. So they do have a list there on what will be coming up. You can find that. That's under Let's Talk, a recent posting on their Facebook page. It's their EPD business chats for 2026. Starting on March 2nd at 10 a.m., they're going to be at Larkin Avenue and McLean Boulevard, as well as Jane Drive. They're going to be around the area on March 9th. That will be on Technology Drive and Bushwood Drive. They're also on March 10th at 5 a.m. going to be at 1,000 and 1,100 blocks of Dundee Avenue. March 12th at 10 a.m. will be at South Grove Avenue, as well as East Highland Avenue and Fulton Street. March 13th at 12 p.m. will be on South Randall Road and South Street. March 18th at 10 a.m. will be at 700 and 800 blocks of Summit Street. And finally, on March 25th at 4 p.m., they will be located at the 600 to 800 blocks of Villa Street. Again, this list is posted on their Facebook page. That's at the Elgin Police Department on their Facebook page. So if you do want to check it out, you can find it. And again, they're going to be around the area to see if they can help anyone. And don't forget to tune in every Friday from 9 until 9:30 for Fridays with the Finest with Chief Anna Lally and whoever, of course, of her colleagues that she does have on with her. Sometimes it is just her as well, but her and Dino do a great job at communicating here in the community on what's been happening. We like to keep you informed, and it's a great way that we all come together as part of the community to share what's happening, to keep you in the known, right? So those are some great business chats that are going to be coming up in the month of March. Of course, we'll continue every Friday to have her on, as well as anyone else who would like to join her too. Feel free to reach out to us. So that's from the Elgin Police Department on their Facebook page. And some more Elgin news. Elgin Trivia Night and Fundraiser will be coming up at the Elgin History Museum. This is going to be a fun trivia night for sure. You can gather your friends, form a team, and join them for a night of fun. You can learn so much about Elgin and also have some friendly competition too, right? You can't go wrong with that. You'll learn fascinating facts and discover new tidbits about a wide range of Elgin-related topics, all while having a blast with your teammates. The Elgin History Museum, of course, is proudly putting this on, and you can find it coming up on January 30th. That's from 7 p.m. until 9:30 p.m. Now, the cost is $25 for for residents. Member tickets for trivia night is $20, and then for $25, it's for the guest tickets. Now, there are 15 available that are still left. I know last week it was 25, so that means that they bought a total of 20 tickets already within the past week. So it is starting to sell out pretty quickly here, folks. Although it does come up here January 30th, which is just in a couple days, you still have time to grab those tickets, form teams, and have a great time. And trivia battle, let the trivia battle begin. So that's coming up. That's on the history news on elginhistory.org. Also coming up on the 14th on Valentine's Day, there's going to be a volunteer appreciation lunch. The museum wants to thank their volunteers for their hard work and dedication. You can save the date. The event details will be coming soon, and that is from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. So for all the great volunteers there as well. Also want to give a shout out to the volunteers, of course, who put on the Elgin 100 Years Ago recordings. They do such a great job. I appreciate all that they do. And we're glad that we are able to play that here on WRMN. The what's happening or what has happened on this day back 100 years ago. It's really cool to look into that. Get your magnifying glass and get the lens into what happened on this day. And what's interesting too is you can hear a lot of different things, maybe even phrases that are very similar or applicable to nowadays. So it's cool to hear that, and of course to be a part of that history too, because everyone here is part of that history. We leave a legacy, right? The time is 46 past the hour. We'll take another quick time out. We'll be back with more here on the Community Hour at WRMN. Stay tuned. For nearly 50 years, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council and Kane Senior Council have been dedicated to serving seniors in DuPage and Kane counties. Established in 1975, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council is a volunteer-driven 501c3 non-for-profit organization committed to helping older adults live with dignity. From providing nutritious meals to offering support services, the Kane Senior Council is there every step of the way. With programs designed to enhance independence and quality of life, they're proud to make a difference in the lives of their senior neighbors. To learn more or to volunteer, visit them at 418B Airport Road in Elgin or head to their website at caneseniorcouncil.org. Give them a call at 630-338-0999. That's 630-338-0999. That's the Kane Senior Council, caring for seniors because they deserve to live with dignity and respect. Visit caneseniorcouncil.org or call 630-338-0999 today.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
When it comes to orthopedic and spine surgery, Prime Healthcare St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin leads the way. Recognized by U.S. News and World Report as a high performer across multiple surgery types, we offer advanced and minimally invasive procedures supported by state-of-the-art imaging technology. Our expert surgeons and compassionate care teams are here to help you move, heal, and live better every step of the way. St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin, exceptional care close to home.
Here on WRMN AM 1410, we like to keep you informed and in tune to what's happening here in the Fox River Valley and what's going on here on WRMN. We recognize the importance of local radio to be a part of the conversation and to be a part of the community for the community.
You know, we talked about the importance of community theater, but supporting community radio is a big deal too. And, you know, for WRMN, this is a really cool thing that you guys do every day and a really important thing. You have to have a local media outlet to talk about what's going on in your town. So you guys do a nice job.
Tune in to AM 1410, WRMN. Don't forget, you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/WRMN Radio. Keep in tune and informed on what's happening here in the Fox River Valley, right here on WRMN. Welcome back, folks, to the Community Hour here on WRMN. We still have a little bit of time left before we kick it off with our Best of Monday edition here, replay of the Wise Coffee Chat, And then, of course, we'll get into our segment here on Out to Lunch starting at 11 o'clock. Again, I'm going to be having Chad Goodman calling into the station to talk about all the great things that are coming up at the Elgin Symphony Orchestra. So we encourage you to listen in live on our YouTube channel or also through that AM 1410 dial. Again, YouTube is youtube.com/WRMN Radio. Don't forget, you can hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so that you can always keep yourself up to date and in the loop with what's happening here in the Fox River Valley and what's going on here on WRMN. Let's see here. Some important news here recently posted by the Kane County government on their Facebook page, reshared from the Northern Illinois Food Bank. Important SNAP update changes will begin on February 1st. SNAP rules in Illinois are changing and some households may be affected. If you or someone you know currently receives SNAP benefits, taking action now can help prevent interruptions. All you can do is report any changes to your income or household status to IDHS, determine whether new work requirements apply to you or if you're exempt from them. Please feel free to check out their website, learn more about the changes at www.dhs.state.il.us. If you're not sure how these updates might affect you, you can use the Illinois screener. Or, of course, for neighbors who may lose benefits during these changes, community support is critical. You can help ensure families still have access to food by supporting their community response fund, and that's at solvehungertoday.org. So all this information is posted. You can find this on the Kane County government page, recently posted 24 minutes ago, and it's been reshared from January 14th posting from the Northern Illinois Food Bank. But again, it does tell you what to do. Those changes are coming up February 1st. So again, wanted to put that information out there for you. There's still, of course, lots of things in the community and different volunteers and programs that are there, placed there for you, for those in need too. So don't hesitate to reach out to them. Let's see, in some other news here, Fox Valley Magazine recently posted, coming up tomorrow is International Holocaust Remembrance Day. And that was from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, posted that, and then Fox Valley Magazine reshared that. So that's coming up tomorrow, too. Also featured on Fox Valley Magazine, it is still January. It's the end of January as we approach February. But if you do want to check out the Fox Valley Magazine's edition for January, they've got lots of great things. If you still have yet to try out those featured dishes of the months, those delicious wines of the month, there we go. The wines of the month are also the beers of the month. They're still available, so check them out. They've got some cool things. Naperville Restaurant Week is also still continuing on until February 4th. They started January 19th, so if you want to go out there, you can. Recently ended is the Geneva Restaurant Week. They were a success. And then also Aurora's Restaurant Week is still continuing on until February 3rd. So those restaurant weeks are really good and important to go to if you want to support those local businesses who will tailor to your needs, especially for some really great dining options too. Another news here, School District U46, of course, offers great sessions for your child. Dual language information sessions are available. Are you interested in giving your child the gift of bilingualism, biliteracy, and global readiness? Families for students entering kindergarten or first grade in the 2026-2027 school year are invited. Now, that was actually recently, I just read that now. That was recently happened on the 21st of January, so it's a little bit older of a post there. But if you want to check out all the postings there, and again, too, just that's good information to put out there anyways, there's still time to sign up for that, too. So those programs are in place for you. So that was posted under the District U46 on their Facebook page. District 300, now this is in recent news here. There's going to be a workshop that's coming up here. Now it's a 1 of 4 for their series. It's not just a meeting, it's an experience. Think workshop. Means a boring meeting? Well, not this one. At their Together for Tomorrow community workshops, this is a great way you'll spend just 2 hours getting real information, working with neighbors, and sharing ideas that'll actually go somewhere. You'll hear a short presentation, break into small groups, and talk through real challenges and also real solutions. Then they take your feedback and use it to build the recommendations that go straight to the Board of Education. This was posted about an hour ago by the District 300 on their Facebook page. So it's your district, it's your school, and it's your voice too. So speak up, let them know if you're interested. This is a great workshop that's coming up here. It's on Thursday, January 29th. It's this Thursday. It's going to be at Jacobs High School. That's from 6 until 8 p.m. Again, that's at Jacobs High School from 6 until 8. You can register for more information at d300.org/Together for Tomorrow. They have a link directly through their Facebook post into their main website that you can go to. So you can register now for those community workshops. I do believe that there is still some space available. It looks like there is. Otherwise, that would be a no link. But registration is not required, though. It's not required, but RSVPing here will be helpful for planning too. Now, of course, if you do have difficulty registering, of course, if you have any questions, you can email communications.services@d300.org. Again, this applies if you are living in that district. Some other community workshops that'll be coming up following the Jacobs High School one on January 29th will be at the Dundee Crown High School on February 25th. That'll be at 6 p.m. March 19th at Hampshire High School. That's at 6 p.m. And May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Also at Hampshire, but that's in middle school, Hampshire Middle School at 6 p.m. So those are the participating schools within the District 300. That's where the workshops are going to be. So don't forget to check them out. These are great ways to learn some good things. They also have their information in Espanol as well, too, on their website. So that's posted on District 300. That also reminds me, too, Elgin High School has their flea market coming up here, too, for 2026. I do believe it's February 28th. Yep, Saturday, February 28th. I'm going to try to make it out there if I can, because that is always so much fun. It's the 51st Annual Craft and Flea Market. Let me tell you, you can find some really good fleas and stuff. I've been on the search for gold. I've been on the hunt for gold, or even just, something that looks nice, too. Doesn't even have to be expensive, because I'm not going to pay that much. Sometimes, though, I will. Sometimes if I'm like, I'm going to treat myself a little bit to something, right? Of course you can do that. So that's coming up here. It's going to be a fun time, of course. And more is coming your way in just a little bit. You can also find some other things, too. There was something else I wanted to mention. I mentioned this last week, too, that Geneva Public Works crews are scheduled to repair a water main in early February near Northwestern Medicine Del Nor Hospital. So, again, that's posted on Kane County Chronicle on Shaw Local News if you want to learn a little bit more info on that. Coming up next, we have a best of replay for Wise Coffee Chat. Of course, telling you some great businesses and entrepreneurs that are out there to help inspire you to do the things that you love. So definitely check them out for more information. And of course, a big hello to Brendan out there. He's enjoying drinking iced coffee, and I am too, even though it's cold. I'm with you there, buddy. So there you go. Stay tuned for more here on WRMN, the voice of the valley and the talk of the town. We'll be back with more in just a bit. When disaster strikes, flood or fire, every second counts. At Emergency Construction Group, they specialize in immediate response and same-day service for any residential, commercial, or industrial emergency across the Chicagoland area. With over 30 years of experience, they've got the expertise, manpower, and equipment to handle any size loss fast. They follow strict IICRC guidelines to restore your property the right way, the first time. Their team values transparency, constant communication, and strong ethical standards because your peace of mind matters. Licensed, bonded, and insured, they're here for you 24/7, 365 days a year. Call 855-4ECG now. That's 855-432-4669. Or visit their website at emergencyconstructiongroup.com and let Emergency Construction Group put your life back together one step at a time. That's Emergency Construction Group. Your satisfaction is their passion.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 10 o'clock.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by Chick-fil-A. The Illinois Board of Higher Education is seeking a 4.6% increase in state funding for colleges and universities next fiscal year. Capital News Illinois reports the board voted to request $2.7 billion in general revenue, about $122 million more than this year. The Illinois Department of Revenue begins accepting 2026 individual income tax returns today. IDOR encourages taxpayers to file their returns electronically and choose direct deposit to receive refunds as quickly and securely as possible. You have until Saturday to enroll in health insurance through the state's official marketplace, Get Covered Illinois. The deadline for enrolling in coverage starting February 1st is Saturday. Visit getcoveredillinois.gov to apply and enroll. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Save more on
the brands pros trust at Lowe's. Right now, get up to 35% off select major appliances and choose from our wide lineup of top brands. Plus, save $100 on a Little Giant 22-foot multi-position ladder, now just $189. Built for strength, flexibility, and job site versatility. Pros, these savings will only be here for a limited time. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 1/30 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for more details.
Let's go! You're still grooving, still connecting, still loving, still turning up, still thriving. You still got it, but your immune system, it weakens as you age. That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, or COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Book in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
From the pages of the Elgin newspapers of 100 years ago today, these are the headlines brought to you by the Elgin History Museum.
I'm Nick Freeman, and here's what was happening in Elgin, our fair city, on January 26, 1926. Elginite is ordained to priesthood. The Reverend Joseph Edward Lehman was ordained to the priesthood in Rockford at 10:30 o'clock yesterday morning. A large number of Elgin people attended the ordination services. In the evening, his parents entertained at a reception at their home at 525 Grace Street. They presented him with a beautiful gold watch. Brothers and sisters gave him a purse of money, and C. Amuel gave him a gold watch fob and cross. In other news, shop windows aid in aircraft landing. It seems probable, according to aeronautical experts, that the thin tubes of pale red light, such as are used in shop windows for advertising purposes, may soon solve the problem of landing on foggy nights. Experimenters have discovered that this type of light, known as neon light, because it is made by turning neon gas incandescent with electricity, has the quality of penetrating fog with astonishing facility. Not only that, but it gives the pilot a good indication of the depth of the fog, whereas white lights and searchlights, due to the refracting effect of fog, are said to be extremely deceiving to the pilot as regards the distance below him.
Elgin 100 Years Ago is a presentation of the Elgin History Museum. Be sure to visit the museum located at 360 Park Street in Elgin, open Wednesday through Saturdays 11 to 4. You can also listen to Elgin 100 Years Ago at www.elginhistory.com.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Today, sunny with a high near 8, cooling to around 6 this afternoon. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a slight chance of snow after midnight. A low around 5. Looking ahead to Tuesday, partly sunny with a high near 14. Currently, it's 1 and clear. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
A KFC tale in the pursuit of flavor. The Colonel made his $10 Tuesday bucket so full with 8 pieces of juicy, crispy chicken or tenders that it might just last you till Wednesday, if you've got that kind of self-control. I mean, some people want leftovers. Others are more into right nowers. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. $10, 8 pieces, one big deal with KFC $10 Tuesdays.
Prices and participation may vary. Taxes, tips, and
It's easier than you think for pests to threaten your family's health. Ticks, which spread dangerous diseases, hide in tall grasses and even on your pets. Rodents easily invade your home, contaminate food, and can carry more than 35 diseases. Mosquitoes, which breed in standing water, transmit many diseases. Get the facts you need to protect your family at pestworld.org. It's that easy. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
Hey Bears fans, want your business heard during every heart-pounding moment of the game? WRMN 1410 is now offering in-game ad spots for Chicago Bears broadcasts. Be a part of the action as thousands of diehard listeners tune in each week. Whether it's a touchdown, turnover, or a timeout, your message will be right there in the mix. Spots are limited and going fast. Call WRMN 1410 today at 847-741-7700 and score big with in-game advertising that delivers results. Get in the game with the Chicago Bears on WRMN AM 1410.
Chat Show on WRMN 1410. Super excited to be on here this morning and to be here with you guys. So who am I? My name is Jennifer Sanchez. I'm the founder of the Wise Alliance Network, the Women's Institute of Self-Development Efficacy, as well as the Wise Coffee Chat. And then, of course, I'm also a real estate investor. So if anyone's looking to sell their home 30 days or less, feel free to reach out to me. We could buy no fees, no surveys, no commission. So definitely reach out to me for that. And what else do I do? And then I'm a mom of 3 beautiful girls. So I got to always throw that in there, right? So I got to make sure I always say I'm a mama. But that's who I am. And you can learn more about me at wisealliancenetwork.com. And soon to be also publishing a new book in 2026. So I'm very excited for that. I'm just going to start announcing it. I've been kind of saying it a little bit, but that's who I am. I will pass it over to my guest today, Maria Elena. Maria Elena, can you introduce yourself to the listeners and the viewers?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Maria Elena Ramirez, and born and raised in Chicago. My parents are Cuban, and I'm a travel advisor. My job is to make memories, for you to make memories.
I love that, a travel advisor. So Maria Elena, you've been actually a loyal supporter to the Wise Coffee Chat Show for a while. So I know I've always seen you. And then we've met at a business event, right? Where we officially met face to face. And then I definitely enjoyed vibing with you. But tell us a little bit about, right? I think I don't hear a lot about travel advisors or travel agents anymore. I don't know if that. So tell me a little bit about what you do in that industry.
Okay. Well, as a travel advisor, I help you plan your vacation, make memories with your family. You know, to plan a vacation takes a lot of time. There's a lot of research involved. It could be very overwhelming, very stressful. So that's where I come in. I help you plan vacation.
That's
for you, for your family.
Bottom line, that's what you do. So I love that. Now, before we go and dabble some more, you know, this is a Wise Coffee Chat show. I have to ask, how do you like to drink your coffee?
I like my coffee as being Cuban, café con leche, or un cortadito.
You're full Cuban?
Well, my parents, both my mom and my dad are Cuban. I was born and raised in Chicago.
Oh, wow.
I've been to Cuba several times.
Yeah.
And so, yes, I'm just a proud Cuban American.
Amen. I know you guys have the cubanitos, right? Or the little
cortadito, which is really an espresso shot. That's what that is.
Yeah. I know that I've drank it and I'm like, oh my God, this is so strong, but it's so good too. The little ones, I love it.
Wake up.
Yeah, it wakes you up right away. So I love that. So I love that you love the coffee like that. Café con leche makes absolute sense. Have you been to the Café con leche restaurant in Chicago? I'm just curious.
Yes, I have.
You have?
I have. I have.
I was just curious if you've been there. But so travel agent, going back to what you're doing, what made you, well, tell us a little bit about how you fell into that industry.
Okay. I fell into this industry when I went on a women's retreat. I met the travel agent, and at that time, she was organizing training to be an advisor, a travel advisor. And I was like, why not? I've planned all my trips for my family. Not only my family, but I used to work for a nonprofit that I would organize travel for groups. And just, thinking about it and just recalling all that, it was good. It felt good. And then the other thing is I turned 50 and I'm like, this world is so big.
Yes.
And we need to explore it.
Have you been doing your own? You're a big traveler as well. Do you love to travel?
Yes, I definitely do.
Oh, nice.
Because not only, travel for work, for personal, but I have the opportunity to travel and conduct site visits.
Okay.
I'll go to resorts.
Oh.
Yes.
Nice.
So I'll go to resorts. I'll taste the food. I'm a foodie.
Okay.
For me, the food's got to taste good.
Yeah.
This is an investment when you are traveling and, you're spending money. You want quality. And that's my focus. Is to provide quality service, quality.
I love that you're a foodie. I'm a foodie. I love to eat. So,
I did too.
So, do you guys love to eat? I'm like, does my team? Yeah, I see Marcelo over there, thumbs up. All the guys.
Sometimes people ask me, "Oh, what Cuban restaurants do you enjoy?" And I say, "My house, mi casa."
Oh yeah, of course. And I only could think of like 2 Cuban main restaurants in the Chicagoland area. I don't think there more Cuban restaurants
There is.
Yeah.
There is, but they have to cater to the FDA, limitation of the amount of sauce. Not sauce, sorry, salt they put, sazones. I find it to be bland.
Oh, you're like, no. I gotta go to your house and try food. Whenever you want to invite, let me know. I know we have some viewers also online, just saying hi to everyone that's online. But so I know that you love the traveling, you love tasting food. You're out there kind of like checking things out for people, I'm assuming, right? For your clients, right? So what's like the most exciting place that you have been that you're like, oh my God, this is great. Like I can't wait to share this with people.
I'm gonna say Cancun. I was in Cancun last year, and I visit like 20 resorts.
Oh wow!
And I love the newer resorts. Beautiful. Just Michelin stars. A lot of the resorts, and I'm gonna say Cancun, pero just Mexico in general.
Okay.
It's so big.
It is.
You have Los Cabos, Jalisco. I mean, those are beautiful places.
Yeah, it's funny because I had some friends literally just say we need to plan a girls' trip. And I was like, you know what? I'm down. Just tell me. Tell me when. And then I have a wedding. I think I told you my sister's getting married. And I was like, oh my God, here we go. I'm like the person that least, I'm not a big... I'm such a workhorse that I'm just like in my day to day, every day doing things, and like traveling is usually the back end. And I'm the person that just likes, if I travel, I don't want to do anything. I know when I do travel, like if I go somewhere with family, it's like, let's go see this, let's go see that, let's go see this. I'm like, I don't want to see anything. I want to lay here and hang out and just not do anything. Leave me alone. So that's why I'm like, I'm not a big traveler. But this year I'm like, you know what? I need to go out. I need to do some more things this year.
It's a big world. You got to go out.
Yeah, I need to.
And see, that's where I come in. So what I do is I do an assessment because not all resorts fit us. And so I'll have a series of questions that I'll ask you, what you like, what you don't like, where have you traveled, what do you want to gain from your vacation? And so, like I said, there's an assessment I do because I want to get to know you. And I want you to have fun and relax and just enjoy it.
Yeah, no, that's great because that's why I asked you, like, help me find this because I'm not doing it. I just don't have the time or desire or energy. I'm that person that, like, if I can push things on other people to help me, like, what is it? Delegate, right?
Yes.
I will delegate. So, yeah, I can see why someone that might be busy or this is not their thing. Like, my sister loves traveling. My sister's like, I think like 3 to 4 times a year she's out somewhere or she's visiting somewhere or South Korea. I don't know, all these countries she's been to. And I'm like, do you? Like, good for you. Mind you, she has no kids. So I know for her, it's a little bit more, she has more flexibility to just get up and go,
The average person works 40, 50 hours a week. They get home, they got to cook, they're with family. And you get on the computer and you see so much. So it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
And it becomes very stressful because you're trying to determine, ooh, where do I go? And so again, that's where I come in. I do the research.
Yeah, that's really good.
I plan out the packages, airlines, the resorts, excursions, car rental, tour guides. And so that's where I come in.
Okay.
The other thing I do is I go to a lot of events. So we have suppliers from around the world that come in, and I meet one-to-one and I establish those relationships. And that's important.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So tell me, I know how you fell into the traveling, right? Tell me a little bit about just you as I'm curious, as being a Cuban American in Chicago. How was that upbringing right here in Chicago? Let's go a little bit on the personal side, just so that people get to know you a little bit better.
Well, I'm growing up. It was just my mom and I. And it was interesting. My mom came to this country not knowing the language. So that was very hard. She worked across the street at a factory at night.
What neighborhood did you grow up in?
Logan Square.
Oh, Logan Square. Oh, Animal Kingdom over there. I remember Animal Kingdom when I was a kid. So you grew up in Logan Square. Nice.
Yes. Logan Square back then, there was a couple factories around. So my mom worked there. At night, she would iron clothes. And so, grew up poor, but proud.
Nice.
Hardworking.
Nice.
Growing up, at the age of 14, I started working at a flea market.
Time out. Which one?
The Buyers Flea Market.
The Buyers Flea Market. Oh, yeah. Does
Mm-hmm.
anyone know the Buyers Flea Market? Okay, Latino over there knows the Latino.
Yep.
On Division Street and Cicero, right? Division,
Yes.
or before, a little bit east of Cicero Avenue. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
And I was selling jewelry.
Really?
Yes. And so at the age of 14, I've been working. I've been hustling. I've been out there. And even in high school, I went to Steinmetz.
Okay.
Bar. I didn't go to Clementi. Clementi was my neighborhood school, but I went to Steinmetz, which was great.
But Steinmetz is actually far.
Yeah.
Are you
By the Brickyard,
Yeah.
yes. Take buses. I was on that bus at 6:15 in the morning.
Yeah. So it was that's more west, and Clementi is like down. You were closer to Clementi.
Yes.
Yeah. In Humboldt Park. Wow. That's crazy because I remember Steinmetz. I went to Roosevelt High School.
Okay.
So Roosevelt and Steinmetz did not like each other at the games. So I remember that.
So as a kid, I like adventure.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm not scared. Get out.
Mm-hmm.
And and when I got my first car,
okay,
I was traveling.
Yeah.
Indiana, Wisconsin, Michigan. I was getting out there.
That's what I don't want to give my car. That's why I don't want to give my car, because I did the same thing. The moment you have a car, kids just go.
We go.
And they'll explore, and then you have no idea where they're at. So tell me a little bit about your experience. So right away, you loved exploring. You would go visit places, even as a young girl. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. I consider myself to be a solo traveler.
Okay. You enjoy that?
I do. I go out on my own. I've gone to Mexico by myself.
Nice.
And so, yes.
I love the fact that you're talking about it, because so many people don't take solo trips.
No, they don't.
And they're intimidated by it. And actually, I think I love being by myself on trips. Like, if I can do more. I know I went to DC before, and I remember when I went there, I was just loving it by myself. It was my first time actually being by myself, but I got sent as a work trip. But I was like, I'm gonna take advantage of this. I'm gonna enjoy. They paid for everything. Everything was paid for. But I just remember by myself, exploring DC, getting lost in DC. Also, actually, this is how naive I was. This is when I was in my early 20s. This is how naive I was. I thought everyone was like Chicago.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so this is how naive I was, right? I'm just being honest. I really assumed, because we are actually very segregated. People don't realize how Chicago is such a segregated city. Okay. You have, you know where to find the Mexicans, you know where to find the Asians, you know where to find the, Southeast Asians, every neighborhood in the Chicagoland area and where to go if you're trying to find food or whatever, right? So in my mind, I thought, well, everyone's like that, right? In again, early 20s, I think I must have been like 21 or 22 at that time. So I was like, okay, so it's gonna be the same, like, and I'm not, I'm gonna sound terrible, but I was like, I know this, where the safe areas are, right? Growing up in the city, if you go into this neighborhood, this is a sketchier neighborhood. Stay away from these streets. Don't walk this way, right? So you kind of know because you grew up in the neighborhood, you know where to go. So when I went to DC, I remember I was trying to, I'm like, I'm gonna look for the White House. Okay. This is my mind. I'm gonna look for the White House. And I just remember like I seen crowds of people walking towards a direction. So I'm like, well, it's gotta be like downtown Chicago, right? So if you see crowds of commuters walking, they're usually going to like the bigger areas in the city. They're going towards Michigan Avenue, they're going towards whatever. No, that was not the case at all. They went to a whole nother direction. And then I started walking, I started seeing Ethiopian like nightclub flyers on the floor, and I don't even want to say the kind of clubs that they were, but if we could say the kind of clubs they were those kind of clubs, right? And I was like, wait, where am I? Like, this does not look, it's starting to look sketchier the more I go down. And I guess in DC they're by letters, right? Like they're alphabets. So I guess as I was going further to LMNOP and that way it started looking sketchier, and I started getting hit on by like random guys. I was like, okay. Then I saw this one young girl and I was like, hey, where's the White House? She's like, you're on the other side of town. She's like, go that way. So I think I walked for like another hour towards another direction, finally found it. But I was just so naive to like travel, and like I just assumed everything's like Chicago, right? And I'm like, nope. Now I learned that is never do that again. And then I also, when I went back to the hotel, I remember the front desk, she was like, ma'am, we have a very safe transportation system here in DC. It would have been better instead of walking around. She's like, just because you did that, I'm going to give you a drink on the house. I said, okay, I got a free drink. Thank you. Again, but that's my experience traveling, right? Like not knowing, assuming everything. That's why you got to get out more. Like you have to experience places.
And traveling is a form of education.
I agree.
You learn about other cultures, you learn about their foods, the people. And that's why, for me personally, I don't mind traveling by myself, because I believe I'm a social butterfly.
You are.
And I could go up to people and I could talk to people.
Yeah.
And that's what makes a difference, because even though you're by yourself, you're making friends, you're making connections.
Yeah, I could see that. Especially when you're on, I have my team member here, Marcel. He's always flying. So I'm sure he meets so many unique people, right? So you have a larger network than just the Chicagoland area, I assume, correct?
Yes,
so
I
you,
do.
So
I make those connections.
Are you intentional when you travel to make connections? Like, are you kind of like intentionally networking on planes, or like how do you go about that?
On the airplane, if I'm very tired, I just want to sleep. But most of the time, I'll talk to people. Yeah. And I'll talk to the stewardess and just make connections. I could be standing in line at Dunkin' Donut at the airport. I'll make conversation with someone.
Oh, nice.
And it's important to make those connections. And also to, people, sometimes I believe that our society is closing themselves.
Sure.
And we need people. We need to connect.
Absolutely.
And it's important.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to make it my mission to travel more this year. See, and here's the thing. I guess for me, it's always like, I get tired after like being in a plane. I'm just like, I feel like I need a vacation from a vacation sometimes, and I can't stand that feeling. But you know what? I love, I really like car rides. Like I'm more of the, like, I'd rather drive somewhere than fly somewhere, right? That's just me though. Like I always do retreats for women and I keep it within like, I think the furthest retreat I've put together was maybe around 2021, I think I did. And we went to Muskegon in Michigan, or Muskegon area in Michigan. And I just remember it was a 4-hour drive that we went there. And I was like, I'll never do that again for the for the women that they loved it. It was so beautiful. But I just remember how long it took to get there. I was like, well, I don't mind it, but I was more concerned for liability for women traveling that way. Because one of the women that went got hit by a deer.
Okay.
So like she got hit by a deer. So like she's traveling, the deer ran into her car.
Wow.
So when she told me that, I said, wow, yeah, I can't have you guys travel this far, right? So I like to keep my retreats at like a 2-hour max ride. So if it's Wisconsin, Michigan, Indiana, like just somewhere where they can go max 2 hours. But I love driving. Like I'll go to Tennessee driving. Like I've gone to Gatlinburg, right? So I do like more of the driving side of traveling.
Yes. My younger years, yes. I would do it. One year, when I'm aging myself, when 9/11 hit, I had a group ready to travel at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And they kept telling me, we're scared to fly. We're scared to fly.
Oh, yeah, because of 9/11. Mm-hmm.
Because of 9/11. I said, no worries. I rented a 15 passenger van.
Oh, wow.
And
I would love that, actually.
all 12 of us, I was the only one driving. I drove to Tennessee.
Wow, I would love that. That is actually cool. I love that you did that. I used to drive a Suburban. So do you remember the 90s Suburbans? The Chevy ones? I used to drive those. But all right, so what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to learn more about you and what you do. Super excited to be here today. Thank you for everyone that's watching and listening. And I'm just excited to learn more about what people can do to travel. So stay tuned. Don't touch that dial.
Welcome to downtown Elgin, where businesses, community, and creativity come together. The Downtown Neighborhood Association provides valuable, complimentary services to all downtown businesses, organizations, property owners, and residents, helping you gain exposure and thrive. Whether you're already part of the district or exploring a new downtown location, DNA is here to help your vision grow. Join us in creating a vibrant, connected, and successful downtown Elgin. Call now 847-488-1456, or you can email info@downtownelgin.com. Ask for Jennifer Facala. Downtown Neighborhood Association, where the heart of business beats strong.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
If you build a relationship, then it becomes easier. If you build trust, it becomes easier. As a parent, you want what's best for your child. To give them the love that a child needs. It's probably the best thing you can do for a teenager.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Governor J.B. Pritzker held a roundtable in Chicago Tuesday on how federal actions are affecting Illinois. Pritzker said higher tariffs hit manufacturers and farmers hardest. President Trump responded, saying Democrats caused the affordability crisis and his administration is fixing it. Jury selection is complete in the trial of a man accused of placing a bounty on a U.S. Border Patrol commander. Juan Espinoza Martinez is charged with soliciting the murder of Gregory Bavino. Opening statements begin this morning in federal court in Chicago. The Illinois House is back in session with debates focused on taxes, the SAFETY Act, and foreign policy. Republicans have introduced a bill to amend the SAFETY Act, while Democrats are proposing changes to a law dealing with Israel boycotts. GOP lawmakers are also warning of potential new tax increases. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
With Progressive Snapshot, you could save on auto insurance rates by driving safely, which is nice because you can just keep doing you. So keep on using that broken phone charger because it occasionally works. Keep quoting something you heard on a podcast as your own. Keep ignoring your sister's texts while you drive and after. And when baggage claim says, have a great trip, keep on saying, you too. And keep driving safely. And you could save with Snapshot from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Snapshot not available in California or from all agents. Surcharge possible for unsafe driving.
My doctor told me my cholesterol is borderline, so I took control with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula. Garlic helps maintain healthy cholesterol safely and naturally. It's odor and taste-free, and Garlic is a world leader in garlic potency. I'm taking charge of my cholesterol with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula, cholesterol's natural enemy.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The term natural references only the garlic in the product. Use as directed.
At Britain's Touchless Car Wash, they know life gets busy. That's why they're here 24/7 to keep your car looking spotless, fast, and easy. Their advanced brush-free wash technology delivers a sparkling clean without a single scratch, because they treat your car like it's their own. Here's the best part. Right now, you can get a free car wash just for joining their text club. It's simple. Just text BRITT to 30400, and your first wash is on them. Britain's Touchless Car Wash has two convenient locations, 1923 Larkin Avenue in Elgin and 555 Willow in West Dundee. They're proud to keep your car clean while giving back to our community. Text BRITT to 30400. That's BRITT to 30400. Now for your free car wash, and see why Britain's Touchless Car Wash is the fast, gentle, and reliable choice.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast.
Brought to you by Chick-fil-A.
Today, mostly cloudy with a slight chance of snow showers after 5 p.m. High near 29. Tonight, snow showers likely with patchy blowing snow before 10 p.m. Then a slight chance of snow showers until 3 a.m. Mostly cloudy with a low around 10. Currently, it is 27 degrees with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
You can swirl it, you can sip it, but the best way is to share it. Hey y'all, I'm Deanna, a team member at my local Chick-fil-A. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and new frosted sodas and floats is how well they go together. You get that bold flavor of the Coke mixed with the smooth deliciousness of the vanilla ice cream. You have a juicy filet and a smooth, creamy float. It's an awesome pairing.
Order a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and a new frosted soda and float at your local Chick-fil-A restaurant. Real team member paid for their testimonial.
We are back live. You are listening and watching the Wise Coffee Show on WRMN 1410. You can learn more about WRMN 1410 at WRMN1410.com. There's so much other programming and fun things to listen to on the show. But here we are talking with Maria Elena today, who is a travel advisor, and she is going to just share more information about what you can do to have a easier or travel more, or if you need someone to take some of that off your to-do list, right? She can be the gal for you that will help you with that. So we've been talking about her story. She's a Chicago girl, right? Grew up Cuban American, grew up in the area of Logan Square, right? I love Logan Square, by the way. Like, I've seen it change so much over the years. Like, I had family in the 90s that lived there, and we were just talking about how like special it was in the 90s. It's nothing like what it is now.
In the 90s, there was a strong Cuban community
in Logan Square.
In Logan Square on Milwaukee Avenue. My uncle had a jewelry store called Santa Barbara, which is next door to Omar's.
Okay.
And then there was Grace, the furniture store.
Okay. I was a kid. I remember Animal Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I remember I loved going in there because there was always like lions and bears. Like on the top. I don't know if you guys remember Animal Kingdom, or if anyone remembers that store, like literally it was a pet store. You would walk in, but then they had exotic pets in the back. So it was like a little zoo on the top. And then I'd be like, oh, what do I have today? Oh, there's a cheetah back there. Let me go look at it. My first pet, I got her out of Animal Kingdom. So I kind of like my first cat. We got her there when I was 19 years old. But I love Logan Square. And I remember the Mega Mall?
Yes.
Man, it's so sad when you walk in that old neighborhood on Milwaukee and like you don't see the Mega Mall anymore. It's a Target or something like that now.
Target and condos.
Yeah, Target and condos. I was like, I remember I used to be a kid and a teenager, and this was the spot to go as a teenager, right? Going there for mixtapes or going there for, I think I got piercings. Like that probably wasn't the smartest thing to do as a teenager.
For me, what I enjoyed every Saturday morning is go purchase some tamales.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. And
hungry. That's good.
Tamales verdes, rojos. Oh yes, yes. From the two vans.
Yeah.
Because it was two vans.
Really? I love that. I remember that. Well, tamales for sure. Mega Mall, Animal
Father
Kingdom.
and Son.
Father and Son. It's not there no more?
Oh no.
Oh, I didn't know that. That was a famous pizza place. Yeah.
Yes, for many years.
Yeah. My dad for a little bit lived on Armitage and Western. Is that still considered Logan Square? I don't remember if that was Logan Square.
Armitage and
Western. Is that considered, or is that more Humble Park now?
It could be Humble Park, Bucktown.
Bucktown. Okay.
Uptown area.
Yeah, behind the Congress Theater. Where the Congress Theater was there on Milwaukee. Was it Milwaukee?
The Congress Theater is Milwaukee and Tallman.
Yeah, so he was right behind the Congress Theater. So that was late 90s, early 2000s.
Yes.
Back. I was like, oh my gosh.
And Congress Theater is still there.
Is it? I don't know.
But it's vacant.
Okay.
Even the apartment that's vacant. They don't know what they're going to do there with that property. I'm not too far from there, so I'm very familiar with it.
Oh, you're still in that area?
Yes.
It's changed so much.
It has.
You still own property in that area?
I do.
Oh, very nice. That's such a great area to own property in.
But those property taxes?
Yeah, I'm sure they're a lot. Well,
they're high. They're very high.
Yeah. I can see that.
To be honest, I'm really considering moving.
Oh, really?
Yes, because can't afford it.
Oh, well, rent it out. We'll talk more.
Yes,
we'll talk more.
I thought about that too.
We'll talk more. Rent it. Don't get rid of it. So that's awesome. And it's funny because I used to have a store at the buyer's market when I was in my early 20s. While I was still in college, I was like, you know what? I remember walking through there, and some people don't know I was the Avon girl.
Yes.
So I used to love selling.
I used to sell Avon too.
Yeah. So I remember like, I'm going to rent this space and sell makeup and do all the girly things that girls like to do. Right. So I had I remember the owner of the buyer's market, and it broke my heart when the buyer's market burnt down. If anyone knows, I think it was, what year was that? Maybe like 2010, maybe 2009.
Around their time.
They had a big fire and like they collapsed and they had to rebuild it. And I felt bad for all those the vendors.
Yes.
Because a lot of them probably didn't have insurance. A lot of them had a lot of merchandise there, probably burnt up. Like I can only imagine, because a lot of immigrants rented and sold stuff there, right? Yes. Well, in the Latino community, we're very entrepreneurial, right? We're hustlers. Like
we are.
You will see us. You will not see a Latino a peddler Latino. Like that's not really common. Like they're going to be selling something. They're going to be selling chicles, gum. They're going to be selling shoes. They're just always going to be hustling, selling something, making sure that they make money in some way, shape. Tamales. Those ladies make money.
They do.
Tamale ladies. I don't know if people realize, like, I think they make maybe like $300-400 a day. Like that's just because of like they wake up like 2 a.m, start preparing the food, have it ready by 6 a.m. so that they sell it in the street. Like but they make money, to cover their
rent. Delicious.
And this, absolutely.
It's delicious. And talking about being Latino and entrepreneur, when my dad lived in Cuba, my dad was a lechero, a milkman. Okay.
Love that.
And my grandmother made cheese because my family owned a farm. And my uncle made furniture, wood furniture.
Yeah.
Beautiful craftsmanship. And so it's in the blood.
Yeah.
Also.
Entrepreneurial. Yeah.
Yes. And so my dad is 87 years old and he still has his business on 47th and Damon.
Oh wow, really? What does it
Yes.
sell on 47th and Damon? That's by what is that? Back of the Yards.
Back of the Yards. He sells cowboy or Texan clothes.
I should send my dad over there.
Yeah.
My dad loves that type of clothing.
And my uncle actually he went from jewelry to owning laundromats.
I've been told that you should get into that business. I've heard that's really good. Laundromats. That's awesome.
And my mom, growing up, she would sell jewelry.
Really?
Hmm. And take care of kids.
That's awesome. That's
yes.
awesome.
So it's in my blood.
Yeah, I think when you grow up with entrepreneurial families or like that's all you know, because I remember for the longest like, why do I like having businesses? Like I never comprehended here why, because my parents worked very traditional jobs here in the States. Like my dad was always in hospitality and restaurants, right? Like cook. And my mom was always in like maintenance and she was like an assistant engineer and she worked at but when I was younger, she worked at laundromats and stuff like that. So I only saw them working, growing up, but I didn't realize when I came older, it's like, why do I enjoy being an entrepreneur? Like as I became an adult, I didn't realize that back in Mexico, that's where they had businesses. Grandparents have businesses, right? We were the birria family. Like we were known for the birria, like, right? Or my parents sell, on my dad's side, they like to make tequila and they sell agave and then they plant the maguey and they sell it to big companies, big corporate companies like Don Julio and stuff like that. They'll come and buy it from our family. And I didn't realize the entrepreneurial side until I became an adult. And I was like, oh, this makes a lot of sense now because growing up it made no. So it's in you, that entrepreneur stuff.
Yes. Yes. My uncle came in the 80s and his mindset was, I cannot depend on the government.
Okay. That's good.
And so he opened up his first jewelry store. Right by Animal Kingdom, by the animal store.
There were a lot of jewelry stores by the Animal Kingdom. I remember that.
Santa Barbara. And, and then afterwards, he got older.
Sure.
And then jewelry wasn't selling much. And so he went into the laundromat and into real estate because he has properties. And that's what he relies on, is properties to live.
Oh, love it. That's awesome. That's great. That's amazing.
It's a freedom and independence.
Yeah. Not working for anybody.
Yes.
Yeah, I think like I tell a lot of my students and people, I haven't had a job. This is the first W-2 I've had since 2016.
Okay.
Like I've always been on my own, right? But I know that like I'm here right now helping students and working with students because I love it. Like this is just fun for me, right? Doing what I'm doing now, but I still have my businesses, right? I still have things flowing on the background for me. But I think, being an entrepreneur, like no one can dictate how your life will go.
Yes. I have a full-time job and my travel business is my other full-time job.
Hey.
And I love it. It's rewarding when a client calls you and says, I love my trip.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing this for us.
Yeah.
Thank you for booking it. You selected the best resort for us.
Wow. I need to reach out to you for the girls' trip that my friends want to put together so that you can help with that. But, I think that when you're pursuing passion, when you're in alignment to your purpose, it doesn't feel like work.
No, it doesn't.
It feels fun. And I think that's one of the biggest things that I'm sure you do and I do. I strive. I will work hard and I can work like a horse, like I am definitely one of those workhorses, but it's because I'm passionate about what I'm doing. If it's not in alignment with me and it feels like, ugh,
right,
I will not do it. I will not do it.
Same here.
Like, nope, no, thank you. But if I feel like it's in alignment with me and who I am and it's part of the journey, like I know that there's seasons, right?
Right.
And everyone goes through seasons of why are we in this area or this place at this time, and kind of just enjoy it. Enjoy that season that you're in, because there's a reason why you're there,
Right.
So with you having also a full-time job and doing the travel, right? But everything feels effortless, right?
It does. I look forward. When I get out of work, I get home, I take an hour for myself and I get on the computer.
I love that.
And just planning trips for my clients. And I love it.
That's awesome.
I love it. And
I love that you love it because I don't. I'm just joking.
And I'll tell you this much, that, even though I've been in it for 2 years, but for the last 2 years, I've been working hard because travel advisor, it's not easy. It takes work.
Sure.
Because you have to get certified with the different resorts, with the different cruise lines. Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
And even with certain cruise lines, their programs, they call it bachelors, they call it masters.
Oh, wow.
Because you have to learn the ins and outs.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of training involved.
Wow. I'm glad I'm not in that industry. But if you're passionate about it and you love it, it makes sense, right?
Yes.
It makes sense.
Yes. And when, at the end, when you take the test and you get certified, you become a specialist.
Oh,
it's rewarding.
That's super cool.
It's rewarding. And, and I love it. And, I know that it's not a strong point is my social media, but I'm getting there.
Oh, yeah.
And it takes time because, I've gotten critics, oh, you don't show to a lot of social media, your travels. And I said, that takes time.
Well, not only that, most people don't know how to manage their social media, especially businesses. It's not an easy thing. Like, and I've been talking to people, especially now that I'm around a lot of more content creators. It's like some of them are making 3 reels a day. Some of them are making 12 reels a day. Like someone just told me that, and I was like, that is bananas. I can't even. I can't even do 3 reels a week, and I'm sitting here like 3 reels a day. But these people are dedicated to creating content, right? So don't feel bad. It comes with time and a habit and accountability, right? And to really create a presence online, it takes a while. Like, I think I've been really active on social media since like 2017, 2018, to build. But I've only gained clients through social media and networking. Like how did we meet? Social media?
And social media.
Like, I'm like, wait, how did we meet? Yeah. So like, that's just typically how I build, so it'll take time. It's not an overnight process. But share with us, you got some trips happening?
Yes. Actually, my youngest is going to be graduating in May from college, and we are headed to Aruba. Yes.
That sounds fun. Marcel, have you been there? No, he's like, no. It's on his list. That's on his list.
And after that, Antigua.
Oh, very nice.
So, that's going to be fun. And I'm looking for her to graduate too. And just, this is going to be our girls' trip, mother and daughter trip.
That's so sweet. I love that. Well, I love that you're doing that. And I'm curious, what other projects are you working on? just asking. I'm just curious.
I'm actually authorship in collaboration with you on a book.
That's super exciting.
It is. Nervous about it, but it's gonna be good. It's positive.
It's gonna be amazing.
I tend to be very reserved
Yeah.
when it comes to my private life. And so I'll be sharing
Yes.
some of my stories that, I hope it will help
Yeah.
all women out there.
Oh, it's going to be amazing. So, for those that are listening, I'm launching a book in May of 2026. And in collaboration, I'm going to have seven contributing authors that are in this book. And I'm excited because it's all going to be their testimonies on how they've experienced life and how God's helped them in their life. And
Yes.
I know it's going to be one of those life-changing books for women and men. Men can read it. We ain't what is it's not the word I want to say racist, but we're not discriminating. We're not discriminating. I lost the words for a second, right? But I'm super excited that you're taking on this journey with us, right? And we're writing every Monday night together. We're meeting with the publisher. We're gonna have a photo shoot. We're gonna have all these fun things, and it's just such a great experience to be able to. I've always been that type of person that I love to motivate others. Clearly, like I have students here, I work with people, I'm a coach, right? To witness like you saying, okay, I'm gonna share my story, and I get to be part of that. Like I get to be a part of a little sliver of your life. It's so rewarding for me. So I thank you for saying yes and being part of this project that I know God's been saying, Jennifer, do this for years, and I've been kind of like, no, I'm not ready. No, I don't want to do this book yet. I've been published in other books. I'm a contributing author in Today's Inspired Latina 4 and Hispanic Star Rising 2. So, I mean, I've published, I was in your shoes, right? But now me taking the lead and getting women to publish, that's a whole another experience for me, right? But to just watch you guys, I'm so excited. Like, yes, it's going to be absolutely amazing. So I'm super proud of you.
I mean, one of the things that cripple us is fear.
Yes, absolutely.
And we can't allow fear. It's not in the Bible.
It says fear not.
Fear not.
Yes. Multiple times throughout the Bible.
It does.
I love that you brought that up because it's true. A lot of people are crippled by fear and they won't make moves because they allow fear to overtake them.
Right.
Right.
And fear in general. I mean, there's people that won't travel because
oh my God, yeah.
they're living in fear.
Yeah.
You can't. You got to take risks. That's why I keep up with the government's website.
Okay.
About travel.
Okay.
And whenever I learn something new, I post it in my social media. I might not talk about it, but I'll post information out there because, education isn't, what is it? Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power. Yeah.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah. My people shall perish for the lack of knowledge, right? It says biblically. So if you're not seeking wisdom, if you're not seeking knowledge, you'll perish.
You do.
And I'm a lifelong learner. Like I'm a big believer in constantly educating myself.
Yes, we have to.
You have to. And keeping up with the trends, right? Keeping up, like, I don't want to be like keeping up with the Joneses. That's not what I'm saying. God, no. But knowing what's happening in the world, like sometimes with media, I try to like social media, I try to like not see all the craziness that's happening in the world because I also don't want to deal. Like I don't want to, like when COVID happened, right? Like I'm not living in fear. Like I am not doing this.
I'm still traveling.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was too. I was still driving around doing things. I wasn't limiting myself. Even with all the stuff, but it breaks my heart that people do live in fear.
Unfortunately, they
you
do.
know, and fear is a very real thing. But you don't. Was it? I heard low risk, low reward, high risk, high reward. We have to take risks. We have to just jump and not think about it. Like sometimes I just need 30% of the information in front of me before I make a decision. I don't need the full 100. I just need 30%. If I get 30%. And I say, I like it, I'm going for it.
Right.
And then if I fail.
On a personal note, I try not to watch the news because the news portrays a lot of negativism and instill fear. But I will watch David Muir, Channel 7, World News, just so
you're up to date.
I'm up to date what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
But everything else, there's no time.
Well, statistically or research, right? If like psychologists, people will will go to a negative. They're more focused on the negative than the positive, right? It's just psychology. People will rather, like, in the news outlets, we know this, right? We know that if we're saying scary things or things that are going to frighten you or things that are, you're going to be more glued to the TV, right?
Yes.
So we understand that, right? But at the same time, we want to put positivity out there, right? Like, share good things, what's happening, the good stuff out there, right? I mean, it's interesting, right? Like, being in media and understanding how that works. But I think to protect my soul, like, I try not to listen to all that stuff, just like you. I'm like, you know what? I don't need all that negativity in my life. I don't. I really don't. Unless I need to for specific reasons, I will. But if I don't have to, I won't.
Because if you think about it, that makes you sick. You get stressed out.
Yeah, I don't got
your
that.
body gets sick.
Yeah,
because you're so stressed out.
Absolutely.
Just focusing on the negative.
I am definitely not about the stressful life.
And this is why I like to travel, because it gives me the opportunity to go to other countries, meet other people. And I mean, I see people on the streets, they have a smile.
Oh,
they're
nice.
healthy.
Nice.
And it's just positive. It's just, for me, it's positive.
Yeah, and it makes you realize that how well off you are, right? Living
definitely.
here, and it humbles you a lot. If you make over 30K a year, you're already like the top 90% of wealth in the world or something crazy like that. It's not like a crazy statistic. Someone might correct me. But either way, thank you so much. If someone wants to reach out to you, where can they reach out to you?
They could text me or call me at 773-817-4741. If you could follow me on, let me see, my Instagram is La Cubanita Alegre.
La Cubanita Alegre.
Yes. Also, business page for Instagram is marielena.vwm. And on Facebook, I would really appreciate the following on Facebook, and it's Marielena Ramirez. The picture right now is an orange dress.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, guys. You guys have an amazing rest of your week. Thank you for being on with me, Maria Elena. Thank you for everyone else. God bless you guys. Have a great rest of your week.
Thank you.
Thank you.